TGIF. It is April 3rd, and we're back. You guys are getting two shows today. So, this is my first show, and we are here for actress Ella Knight as she joins me here in the Dollhouse. And then 4 o'clock hour, we will have Ellen Margareta Norden. So, we have Ellen and we have, so we're starting off with Ella first. So, how has 2026 been for you so far?
Oh, it's been a busy one this year. I've been doing so many projects. Yeah, just keeping
Yes,
myself busy.
that, and you also have the newest film coming out with Rosa, which
Yes.
we'll be getting into. So we know because we get a chance to do our interview, which would have been on the 30th, which would have
Mm.
been March 30th, but we had a time mix up. Ella's in the UK, and I'm all the way over here in the USA in the United States. So it's definitely a big time difference. Mick is all in the UK. So we're here. We didn't get a chance to really celebrate Women's History Month, but we're going to keep it going on until the month of April. So, Ella, what does celebrating Women's History Month mean to you? Being a woman, being empowered, being out here promoting your brand as an
hmm
actress, because you're not only an actress, but you're a music artist as well too. You
hmm
do music. So, what does Women's History Month mean to you as an artist, as a woman?
So it's basically just like celebrating everything we fought for, and I think not only that, like not only like political ways, like our rights and rights to our body, but also being able to fight against like social media trying to drag women down and just being true to
Yes.
ourselves and being any woman that we want to be.
And I asked your co-star Soph, Eliza, this. I asked her this, but we call her Soph. Who were the top five women entertainers that inspired her? So for you, who would be your top five if you had to do? Because I know in the Mount Rushmore you can only put four, but who were some of your favorite female entertainers growing up? Like for me, one,
Oh,
and I said this when I did my interview with Eliza, I said Lucille Ball. It's a no brainer because I'm very quirky. I love to have a good time. And Lucy, I love Lucy. The I Love Lucy show. Her and Ethel were getting into everything. So, who would your top five entertainers be? Who inspired you to get into the business?
oh, so see, mine are a mix of actresses, dancers, musicians. So obviously Britney Spears, she was a big one
Oh,
for me. Britney Spears was a really big, a little mix. They were just because they were very strong, independent women. That was a very big thing for me growing up, and they debuted about when I was about 9, I think. Um, Lily J. Collins, she was a big inspiration for me in the acting world. I loved her in Mirror Mirror. I think that was the first one I watched of hers, and then I was like, wow. Um, oh, who else? I think now I'm really inspired by like Margot Robbie because she has really like pushed herself into all these acting careers and projects, and she's showcasing such a different side of herself, like vulnerability. And also I'd say like Tate McRae, she's a big one for my music today. She's a big inspiration because she's just so unapologetically her and so confident in who she is.
and I'll give a couple of mine. Uh, Ella went and gave some of hers. I did it with Eliza as
hmm
well, and I gave some of mine. So I would say for me, the women who inspired me, number one, last but certainly not least, I should have said this when I did with Eliza, my mom. My mom has always been
Oh
a
yeah.
huge inspiration, inspiring me to speak out for everybody, inspiring me to just have a voice, inspiring and encouraging me and my siblings because I have siblings, two sisters and four brothers. And each and every
Wow.
one of us, if you guys grew up with siblings, you know that there's some rivalry. Like you want your mom's
Yeah.
attention and you want your dad's attention.
Yeah.
But we didn't really have that growing up. It was just everybody wanted to do what they wanted career wise. And I always knew I wanted to host a talk show. And she said, go for it. You know, if this is something that you really want to do, make sure you study, you apply yourself. Welcome, dude, man. Welcome. Welcome to the Dollhouse. It's such a pleasure to have you here. Um, and she's always been there to make sure everything that we need. So my mom has
Mm.
always been the type to make sacrifices. So I'd say my mom for one. Number
Yeah.
two, I would have to say, wow, you said Margot Robbie. Uh,
Mhm.
Ooh, if I could go back in time, if I could go way, way back in time, I would say I said Veronica Lake in the first one. Oh my God, it's trying to think of a classic Hollywood actress. Sophia Loren. Sophia Loren is she's so gorgeous. Number three, Elizabeth Taylor, because if and
Yeah.
I'm naming fashion girls because I'm such a big fashion girl.
You are,
But
aren't you?
um, number four, number four. Oh wow. Since you named entertainers, since people are named entertainers, I'm gonna go with Janet Jackson. I'm a big Janet fan, and I think that when she gets on stage, she is something electrifying about her. She transforms. Now, Janet not always been, when what you see on
Mm,
stage, she's very timid. When she does her interviews, she's very timid. She's very, you know, modest. But when on stage, she commands that stage. And she lets everyone know that I'm here. Yes, my brothers are my brothers. Michael Jackson is my brother. I can also do the same thing that they can do
yeah.
as well too. She's constantly proved herself as a woman and as an entertainer, and she's a mom. So we know as women, Ella, is we have to find that balance. And Janet
Yeah.
is just chef's kiss.
She's
I
doing
named
it all.
Beyonce and the other. Yes, and it's a balance. I named Beyonce and the other. Beyonce, that's a no-brainer. But I'm gonna do a different number five. I'm going to say, ooh, another classic Hollywood actress. Wow, it's so many. With Bridget Bardot. Bridget Bardot is she's so how can I say? She's so it's very she gives very much bombshell like. She's very bombshell. She's like a vixen.
Mm,
Of course her eyeliner, her signature pop style that she would wear, all of the images of her. So I would go with Bridget Bardot. Those are my top five women. And for a bonus, I would say Madonna is
oh yeah.
unapologetic. She's badass. She's fierce. And since it's Women's History Month, she has a quote that goes like this: weak men are intimidated by strong women. They're intimidated by our strength and how you see being outspoken and being independent.
Mm,
And that is something that intimidates when a woman is able to speak her mind. Like, how did you know that? How do you know these things? And it's just like because
yeah.
he was. But I would say Madonna, and she just did not care. She was unapologetic. She was so fearless, and especially in the Blonde Ambition era, like when she wore the cone-shaped bra, the
Yeah.
Gaultier bra,
I
and
love that.
everything. Yes, she just did not care, and she was in the headlines. Oh my God, you guys are so pretty. I'm the only one watching Addison Dub. Thank you, and it's gonna be more. They're gonna be coming in. They're gonna be coming in. My mods will be here as well, and I appreciate it, Addison. Thank you for coming in. But we're naming our women the women who've inspired us being in the entertainment business. And Madonna would be my so as an entertainer, Ella, because you wear so many hats as an actress and then as a musician. Musician. I couldn't get it out. I'm getting like the Carly Multiplier. Try saying that three times fast. As a musician and then as an actress as well too. At what age did you start to develop a passion for the crafts growing up? Because I know for me, I always knew I wanted to host a talk show. My experience was at 8 years old, and it was in the doctor's
Yeah.
office with my grandma. We were sitting in the reception area, and I was reading a magazine, and it was thing on the front of, "Oh, grandma, look, it's Tony Braxton," and that was my experience. You just, your parents look at you like this baby can read, like we shock them when we're able to do the things that adults can do at a very, very young age. Like, how do you know how to read? It shocked
Yeah.
my grandmother, and then she went and grandmother. So my mom. So for you, what was that? At what age did you start in the business?
Oh, so even like when I was in like primary school, like I think I would have been like 10, 11 years old. Um, and I just loved like I said, like I grew up in Little Mix and that was just like a big dream of mine from a young age to be in a girl band and make music and dance and go on tour. Um, and then I didn't really do a lot with it. I mean, I went into musical theatre for a while. I did like odd shows every now and then. but it wasn't till I got to like high school when I started going into producing music and I was like, oh, I can actually have full creative control here and do what I want to do. I don't need like, for example, I don't need a record label to do this. I can do it for me. And from doing musical theatre, I kind of went a little bit more into acting. So I still like sing, dance, and act. I just do them all separate now.
And that's what it's all about. It is all about that balance and that craft
Yeah,
because we can go back in time to Waters, we can go back in time to Josephine Baker's, all of the actors in Hollywood who started off. Marilyn Monroe is another. I mean, and
yeah,
Ellen, that is coming up right after your interview. Ellen, me and her are obsessed with Marilyn Monroe. Like to be able to have such beauty, such talent, such place, to be able to do all of
yeah.
these things. It is just, and Julie Andrews, like Mary Poppins was a part of my childhood. To be able to see her sing in the musicals, when you say musical theater, that's who I can think of as Julie Andrews. And another would be Judy Garland, The
Yeah,
Wizard of Oz. We grew up on them being able to sing, being able to dance, be able to find a balance, being an actress as well too. So those are key. And in this business, you a very, very long way. If you're able to do all of those things, and you have it, girl. Like girl, you have it. So yes. Now, let's talk acting because you are a part of the ensemble cast for One Rila by Martin Nusa. What was it like getting a call, one and only Martin Nusa, award-winning director, filmmaker, because he's also done In Tenebras,
yeah.
which is out currently right now. Make sure you guys go and check it out, and it is amazing. It is like a period piece. So, what was it like getting to audition for Martin Nusa?
Oh, well, at first, I was a bit like I was like, "Is this real?" Because Martin contacted me, and I'd never had someone just randomly contact me before. Like it's usually I find the things and apply. And he contacted me and he went, "Here's like what the idea is. We want you to audition for Maggie. Here's all the films I've done before." So I did a self tape, and I was like, you know what? If it happens, it happens. I'm not gonna get too upset about it. And then he said, "Oh, we want you to do another self tape," and I was like, "Okay, it's getting a little bit more real now." And then he asked me to jump onto a call. Um, so I got on a call and he basically just went over all the final details and he went, um, the cast meeting is going to be such a date. And he went, if you get the part. And then, like, literally, I think a minute after the call ended, I got the email saying I'd got the part.
And look at you now. You're a poster of the film, you,
Yeah,
Jack, and Liza. And mixed information because she said you're going to be interviewing a cast. And I've interviewed all three of you guys collectively. And she sent me the posters. I said, this is something Martin is working on. The pleasure of sitting down with Martin, and it was just an honor.
yeah,
He is a, how can I describe it? He is a rare gem. Like he's rare as they come. So
yeah,
talented, full of vision. And one thing give him his flowers on is being a visionary, being able, if you're a period piece, because I watch a lot of documentaries, uh, you have to go through period by time period, like time period. If it goes all the way back to 1500 BC, you have to make
yeah,
sure that you're able to capture the essence of that. And Martin, chef's kiss on that because he's able to capture the essence of every period, and especially with In Tenebras, which me and Jack we
mm,
talked as well too. Now, One Night in Rila is a suspense thriller. We've talked a little bit about psychological and suspense thrillers here on this platform. For your character, because I know you can't give a whole lot away, tell us a little bit about her in the film.
okay, so my character, she's very elegant. She's very like high class, bit posh, little bit of cockiness in there. She basically just lives her life online. She's an influencer. She lives her life online, and I think though, like not having Wi-Fi is one of her worst fears. She's got depth though. Like she is she is kind of alone, but she also has that, like, she thrives off of social media and having the likes and the attention. That's all she wants is attention.
And that's what it's about, being able to find that balance. Now, Eliza told me that her character was all about friendships. Find the commonality with each individual characters. Now, working in a what was it like filming this film to take you to that place? Because when you're doing a thriller and you're portraying a character or doing a horror film of any sort, it's like you have to go to that point of, oh my God, okay, I'm no longer Ella, I'm the character now.
Yeah.
And you have to think in that mindset because when we think of horror films or thriller, we think survival. So what was it like being able to go to that for this project?
So for me, I have to create like Pinterest boards, Spotify playlists based around my character. And I wouldn't say I'm a method actor, but I do like to every now and then just put on like Maggie's outfit and just have a day as her, live life in her shoes. Because I need to separate myself from my characters. Otherwise, I do tend to just get them confused all the time. Um, but it is really fun stepping into like another character and you can just have fun with it and you don't have to worry about your like personal opinions or like Maggie wouldn't care if she was shouting at someone, whereas me, if I had to shout at someone, I would not want to do that. And it's really fun because like she's like this really confident person. So getting to play basically just faking confidence for it is really fun.
And suspense thrillers, they're completely different than your average. Okay, you're dating somebody and then they're stalking you or whatever. But this one is just like who did it? That's what I'm thinking. And I
Yeah.
can't really give the details away, but think of a suspense thriller like that, I think of Scream. Scream 7 is out currently.
Yeah.
The whole Scream franchise. And there's always a plot twist in thriller. So for you, are there any films that you watch that help prepare you for this role? And if you had, because I had Jack and Eliza do the same thing, top 5 suspense thriller films. And
Ooh.
what are your top 5 choices that you've watched to help prepare for this role?
I mean, I do like the original Scream. I'd have to keep that one. Um, I do like Look Away, which is a movie about like this young girl who's trying to become someone else, but then her reflection has its own mind. Um,
Yeah.
Fractures, I really like Fractures. That one is just it. I wouldn't say it helped me with the character, but it helped me understand like the idea of like a psychological thriller and how it just kind of messes with your head a bit more. Um, ooh, this is a hard question. I love horror films as well. Um, ooh, I mean, I do like Saw films. I wouldn't say it helped me get in character. It kind of just I just like them. Um, one more. I can't think of another one to be honest.
It's so many.
There is.
Misery is Kathy Bates. And then we see Kathy Bates as Matlock TV, and I'm just like, how you go from playing a crazy character to now playing a well-loved detective? So again, it just goes that if you're a great actor, that you have that range. You have to be willing to step outside of your
Yeah.
zone. Go to that space. For me, I would say Prom Night is one of favorites. There's another version. There's the one with Jamie Lee Curtis, of course, but then the 2007 version, which has Brittany Snow. I think is one of my favorites. So if you like musicals and
Yeah.
comedy, then that goes well. So Brittany Snow, she's in it. There's the 2007 version of Prom Night. I watched that on repeat. That's one of my favorites. Um, I agree with you said. I'm gonna go with Scream, the original Scream. Um, number 3. Oh, Silence of That's what Eliza said. You
Mm.
can't forget Silence of the Lambs, but because that right there, that film, Jodie Foster, she did such a good job in that film. Like she brought it to life, and to be able to take on a character, when you are an actress or you're carrying that character's cross with you on set, and then when you go home, off, you turn it
Yeah.
on, and then you turn it off. And I'm pretty sure your mom is, huh? What are you talking about? Because that has happened where actors will literally bring the character home with them, and it's just like, God, I'm sorry, mom. Like, I didn't mean to say that. I'm in character mode here. It happens. So has anything like that ever happened?
Oh, I to be honest, I don't think it has. Apart from when I'm playing like sad scenes, that can sometimes really drain me, and I'll come home and I'll be like, "Mum, I just want a hug, just just hug me." Um, but I don't really get it the other way. I think mainly because my mum's the person I practice lines with, so if I said anything, she'd just go along with it, to be honest.
And that's the beauty of it, to be able to have your mom celebrate with you and pour into you and love on you as well, to
Yeah.
rehearse lines together. That's what it's all about. And I know Eliza, she was saying that her dad offered to take her out to dinner, because she that was a little bit out of her range, live on stage. And her dad, she was like, I just want to go home and I just want to crawl up and just relax. But it happens to actors where you literally are having to separate because it's
Yeah.
called method acting. But you want that character to be believable that we, the viewers, we, the consumers, we're like, the happen. Like, we're sitting here on the edge of our seats. Like, what is going to happen? We're foreshadowing, we're predicting, we're doing all of these things because it's so crazy. Um, that was four. Number five. What would be my number five suspense thriller or film? Oh my goodness. Say I'm gonna go all the way back to 2008 since we're in the 2008 2007 90s era. I'm gonna go with Twilight. You can't go wrong with Twilight. Like, I'm still Team Bella.
Yeah.
And I was going to school, it was a whole phenomenon. Like, everybody had the books from Eclipse to New Moon. It was a whole thing. I have all of the posters. They're somewhere in my room here. I had such a crush on Robert Pattinson, and now that he's working with Zendaya,
Mm.
Zendaya's on Euphoria, and now they're in a new film together. And I think we talked about Zendaya and my and we said that she's so fashion forward. So shout
Yeah.
outs to Zendaya. She's doing her thing on Euphoria and now on this new film with Robert Pattinson. So see him or Taylor Lautner or Kellen Lutz, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. Or when I see Kristen Stewart, because she is a spokeswoman or brand
Mm.
ambassador for Chanel fashion. So whenever I see her or whenever I see pictures of any of them, the first thing that comes to my mind is Twilight. So action, the suspense, all of these
Yeah.
things. Like the family, you're getting involved with this guy and you're not knowing what this family is all about. So I would have to go with that. That would be mine. It's a little bit of everything. Those would be my
No,
top.
Twilight's good. I loved Twilight growing up.
I might watch it after this, after later, because it's so good. Like, and then we get to see, they showed us behind the scenes too, Ella. Like, to
Mm.
be able to be, because actors, if you float across the room or fly up in the sky, you're shooting an action scene. It takes a. I can remember Rob Pattinson saying, even the baseball scene. I watched Kellen in an interview, and he said that baseball scene was pretty intense. Like, they had to rehearse it, and it had to be perfect. The scene where they're out there in the field and he throws the baseball, and the camera direction, everything. That is another thing that I would give Martin credit on as well too, is his camera direction, the detail of every single thing in his films, like spot on. So Yes, Twilight. I think I might go and watch that a little bit later. My second interview
Yeah.
with Ellie. So it just gave me all of the feels like phenomenon. So that's my top five. That is my top five suspense or action genre films. So that's what I would say. Now, what is next for you, Ella? Because you've got music out as well. I saw you dropped a piece on Graham. I'm like, okay, she's working on something. So tell us about your new project.
So yeah, I've got a song coming out tomorrow. Um, I've been sitting on it for ages, and it's just like little videos that I've done with my friends because it's expensive trying to promote music. So at the moment, my like next steps are just get all the music out that I have and just try and work around like what I have, what resources I have, what I don't have. Um, and just also remember that it's my first time living as well.
And be your point, being an independent artist or being an artist promoting your own self
Mm,
out there, because that's something that I put on my vision board as well too, which is an independent artist, you have to promote yourself. You have to be
yeah.
your own spokesperson. Totally can relate to that, girl. Like it's a lot, even with hosting Style by here. I have a great team behind me, but I also, if I or if I need pointers or anything, I point out to some of my colleagues who are in the business who do the same exact thing that I do, and I'm so grateful for them. So you're doing an outstanding. And I've seen that
Thank
you're
you.
doing music, and then you've got the film with Martin coming out night and Rela. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Stay tuned. Don't tell him when Martin is going to drop something else. So make sure that you're on Martin Nusa as well. Again, hats off to him for just being a visionary. Because
Yeah.
even for us as artists, we know collectively when you are working on a project, it takes we're literally pouring our soul and our heart into this because it's something we love, whether it may be music, whether it may be fashion, whether it may be set design, because it takes a lot to bring music out here to the people, to the masses. And what if people like it? Things. If you're
Yeah.
an artist or a creator, you know that it takes a lot to create these projects and you're investing into yourself. So kudos to you investing into yourself. This is gonna be amazing. People are gonna love it. Y'all make sure y'all go and check her out. So I asked Liza this question. OMG, I love your nails. Thank you. Thank you, Miriam. Thank you. It's time for a fill-in, girl.
Me
So
too.
who knows what color I'm gonna do next because I always change my nails and my hair. So that's two things. And thank you, Miriam, because that's something that I cover a lot on my platform. I asked Eliza the same question. Ella, for you in downtime, when you're filming or you're not on set, because I know for us in the business, we're always on the go 7 promoting, doing press like you're currently doing now for this film. When your downtime to unwind for self care, because I know for me, I love to get my hair done. I love to get my makeup done. And you've mentioned Margot Robbie. First thing that comes to my mind is a Barbie. I'm like a Barbie doll. I love to be glammed up all the time. So for you, downtime.
um, I tend to just because I do have such a busy life and I'm a very proactive person. I don't like wasting a day. When I do finally have a rest, I literally do nothing. I lie in bed, get my favorite food, maybe eat some ice cream, watch TV, and that's it. That is all I do.
And I do that too in my downtime. Like I love cookies and cream, and that is one of my guilty pleasures. I love cookies and cream ice cream. If not one, then Rocky Road. I know you're here. I noticed that as soon as I came in, but your nails were so gorgeous, needed to comment first. You. Thank you, Miriam. I'm changing my hair. I'm always like yesterday's hair color was like a chocolate brown ombre. And today I'm back to
Ooh.
my basically black hair color so much. But I'm always gonna change up my hair. So you guys pay attention because who knows what my hair colors and fashions are gonna look like next week. subscribe to the channel if you like more of it. And it's the dozen. It's like done 1,000 interviews, so it's got to be a lot of different looks. Be like, okay, her hair was this color this day, and then it was this color, and then it was this color. So always changing up my looks. So I appreciate it, Miriam. I love. What shade of blush do you have on, and what brand? I am wearing Milani. The color blush that I am wearing is Cinnabar. So yes, me or Ella, because Ella also wearing makeup as well too. So for me, Marion, are you talking about, because we're both glammed up? We're both glammed up. Yes, Milani. Milani, I love their love their lipsticks. And I love their Make It Last setting spray. But I use Patrick Starr's One Size Setting Spray. And I've seen Beyonce use it for her Renaissance tour. Remember, she got caught in the rain at one of her concerts, and it was pouring down rain, and it is waterproof. So what I love about Patrick
Wow.
Starr's setting spray is that it is waterproof. You can literally go in the water and come up in your makeup on. So I have an
Wow.
amazing makeup artist behind me, and shout outs to Melanie Nalla, my Bridgers. Both of you to get new makeup, and I want to get a good idea of what shades to get. So you want to go first? You want to take it with Talking Beauty now?
Um, well, my blush is Revolution, the Revolution blush palette. Um, I
Oh,
also don't do much makeup. I usually have a makeup artist do my makeup too.
you said Makeup Revolution, girl. Check out their, if you're bold, because you can see the similarities. She likes mod glam. I like
Mm,
over the top glam. So when I think over the top, I think Cardi B. I think Rihanna as well, because Rihanna is a
yeah.
Zendaya sometimes takes risk as well too. So those are my top three. And if you want to go back to the '90s, I I would say Linda Evangelista. And if y'all don't know Linda Evangelista, the supermodel with, oh, so gorgeous. Yes, Rihanna. Actually, I've used some of her Fenty. It's like you can use it as a shadow, you can use it as a blush, you can use it as a highlighter. I love it so much. It is not in front of me. Wait a minute. My makeup bag is right here. So you're in luck, Miriam. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Because I have so many. All right, all right. Where is it? Where is it? Yes, this is Fenty Beauty. I see it. Focus, focus. Yes, and the color is called Moscow Mute. So how it would look on me would look different on Ella. Because
Mm,
you're working with two different women with two different skin tones. And what I love about it is the kilowatt. Yes, it is the kilowatt freestyle highlight. And I found it. Wait until I'm back. I need to be all eyes and yes. And what I'll do is I'll do a little swatch right here on my, and so when you come back you can see what it looks like. But yes, colors. I used the Clueless eyeshadow palette because they're Clueless is one of my favorite movies. And they have an
mm,
eyeshadow palette. So when you said Revolution, I said boom, Makeup Revolution. They also have an eyeshadow palette that I like called Welcome to Pleasure Dome. So
mm,
if you listen to some of my interviews, I always go for gold, I always go for like the yellow or like a orange or a copper, almost like a burnt for the autumn,
yeah.
autumnal shades. That's what I would go. A woman of color, so I always go for things that highlight my and features. So my eyes, I have brown eyes. They look black on camera, but Ella, men pay attention to every single detail. Essentially, like, okay, her eyes were that color yesterday. Now her eyes are this color. Now her hair is this color. Pay attention to every single detail. I kid you not. I had a gentleman that I went here on the show, and he was just like, Miss Stevie, how many looks do you have? How often do you change your hair? And I said, almost just about. I don't like to stay the same. So
Yeah.
even for makeup, for makeup, I love to experiment. I've done red lips, I've done uh, blue lip, I've done black lips, I've done purple, I've done almost every color under the But it is something about blue, and I chose blue because it is spring,
Mm.
and I thought of the ocean, so I love to play with the color wheel. But um, I used, yes, the Rihanna's Fenty Beauty Watt. You can use it as a highlighter, freestyle highlighter. You can use a highlighter or eyeshadow. And we went down on the nose, as you guys can see on the cheekbones up here. So I mean, it's all those different. What highlighter are you using, making you shine bright like a diamond? Well, you said it, girl. Fenty
Literally bright
Beauty,
like a diamond.
Fenty Beauty, Kilowatt, and this is the. I don't know if you guys can see it. There we go. See that sparkle?
Wow.
Yes. And we also went in with the setting spray that I'd used. Today I used LA Girl, LA Girl Pro setting spray, which is the one that knocks out the shine. I don't like to look shiny on. I'm going to need to save up for that. Yes, girl, I'm telling you, Fenty makes the best makeup. If not Fenty, then NYX. Um, I would say also go with what's another brand? Tarte. I love Too Faced. I love
Yeah.
and even drugstore brand. I use Maybelline. Sometimes I would use Revlon. Sometimes I would use uh Chanel. It all depends. Urban is so many. Um, even Huda Beauty. Huda Beauty is one of
Yeah.
my favorites to use as well too. So I mean, I like to mix because whereas you got Kim Kardashian or Kylie Jenner, and they would use all of the brands. They'd use their own products, and then they'd use some as well too. Armani, Giorgio Armani makes great foundation. Um, what's another I can say that I use as well too? ColourPop is a great brand. ColourPop makes great eyeshadows. Um, just and having problems finding your makeup shade, Miriam, go right to Ulta or Sephora and match you up. They will customize whatever blend of foundation or makeup that you want, and they will match. But me and Ella, we have makeup artists working on us, so we're sitting in that. I use Elf. Elf is you shouldn't have said that. You said the magic word because I love Elf, and I love Wild as
Me
well too.
too.
I love their primer. Um, Power Grip Primer. Elf has the Power Grip Primer in the green.
Yeah. That's the one
That
I
is one of my
literally
favorites.
used today.
And yes, it knocks out that shine, girl. I'm telling
Mm.
you. Like, you will look flawless. Your makeup will
Yeah.
not move. Whereas you could rub it against your sweat, that makeup is not going to move. But yes, if you want the good stuff, you're naming some good brands. And I live by Elf because not only that, but I also use their what is it? It's like a highlighting glow thing that they have, and you can mix it in with your moisturizer. And you don't even have to put on a full face of makeup. If you want that glow, because I know that we're now heading to the spring months, and then summer will be here. It's always great to have a. So I pay attention to every single detail, like the apples and cheeks. They apply that highlighter down the nose, over the cupid's bow. So that's what makes a great highlighting detail. So each and every one, we look at pictures of our favorite celebrities, and we're just like, okay, makeup like Ella Knight. I think Ella's when I first saw her when Mickey sent me a picture of her, I'm like, okay, who does her eyeliner and why does her eyeliner look than mine? But I've mastered the art of flicking it, what we call flicking, and getting that perfect signature wing eyeliner. And I think a lot of us, a few beauty tips I give is you can use a business card if you want the perfect eyeliner
Yeah.
tape. So I mean, there's different ways that you can get it. Contouring, contouring and strobing. You're basically, you know how when we say we want to look nice when we put on a dress, we want to look beautiful. We want that dress curves.
Yeah.
When you are contouring, you're basically giving yourself a facelift. So you go in right there, you go around your forehead, you go right here, and it basically cinches that face in. And that's why you guys, when I smile, you can see the glow, you can see all of the features just elevated. Just a few questions on like skin. As you can see, Ella, she just put on a little moisturizer, and that's the result you get. For me, I'm all glammed up over here. I've got the lashes, if you guys can see them. I've got the wing. I've got everything. So I mean, I love the drama. I love color. And who's to say what it's gonna look like next week? Who's to say what it's gonna look like next week?
I love that.
So I love to play with color. I'm like, let's mix this color with this color. And there's a makeup artist that I think you guys should check out. And she's a good friend of mine and a friend of the show. Her name is Shayla Crayola. And y'all think I'm crazy with the colors. She goes over the top with it. And absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful woman. And she just loves to play with colors. Absolutely. How to stop acne. Ella, you want to take it or you want me to take it?
Um, I'll take it. Because I actually struggle with acne, like forehead. I am forehead prone acne, but I have it's like an acne cream, like overnight cream, and it basically just helps get rid of excess oil, which is amazing, which I highly recommend trying because it does definitely work.
And the pimple patches, the mighty patch, what we've seen on television, that
Mm,
helps. Um, and also when I take off my makeup, I use micellar water.
yeah.
Don't sleep in your makeup. If you sleep in your makeup, make sure you change your pillowcases. Make sure you remove every ounce of makeup off. For me, I'm gonna go way, way back because this is something that my cousin, me and her swear by. Y'all know the old-fashioned Noxzema in that blue jar. That is what I use to take my makeup off. And I use the original clean it will move every single inch of makeup, and I let it sit on like a face mask, and I wash it off. And I also go in with the moisturizer, and I also go in with the serum. So
Mm,
it's important that you take care of your skin. Now, for acne prone skin, I would say get those patches. I sometimes get a breakout here, a breakout there, and I put a patch on and let it stay on for a few days, and that pimple goes down. You pull it off and you can replace it the next morning. So have fun with it. And they're so decorative on your face. It's like, you're making a beauty statement at the same time, but it's also helping you fight acne. So you can get the Mighty Patch, and then if you have sensitive skin, like I have sensitive skin, um, if you wear makeup and you have acne as well too, that micellar water from Garnier for sensitive skin works great. For it has salicylic acid in it, and we know salicylic acid is great to help fight acne as well. So cause girl, I'm 12 and I have a full skincare routine and I still get acne. Yes, and if you're in your teen years, oh, it's the
yeah.
worst. I'm 32. So in your teen years, I can remember being in high school and having to fight acne. But also, I mean, there's so many products on the market today that you can use for acne. Like, do y'all remember the
So many.
old-fashioned Clean and Clear? Clean and Clear is has been a staple. You've got Clearasil. I mean, it's
Yeah.
so many that help fight acne that are on the market, and they still make these products. Biore, Biore is a great one. My mom, she put me on to the astringent, and you can just get yourself a cotton swab and dab it on the spots that are the target areas, and it'll dry those zits right up. That'll do it. Sometimes I will use a dab of toothpaste. If it's just one little spot, I let it sit on overnight, wash it off in the morning, and proceed with your moisturizer or whatever you go in with. So those are just a few to battle and trickle with acne. So you said 12. So you're a teen. You're in your preteen
Mm.
stages. And trust me, I was a teenager once, so I know what it's like to oh my God, have to fight acne. So definitely, definitely. And make sure that you're drinking lots of water to stay hydrated. Hydration, ladies, is a must. Hydration, hydration, hydration. We're now going into the summer months. So make sure that you are taking care of your skin. And I know oh, it's okay. Thank you, Miriam. Thank you for all you do. Now I'm spilling all, I'm literally digging inside my makeup bag. giving you guys the secrets because you want to know. People want to know. Yes, yes. I'll be on with Ella well, I'm here with Ella, but Ellen will be up next in a few minutes. It's 3:47 p.m. currently right now, and we're just shooting the breeze, talking all things beauty. So that's a good way to keep the conversation going because I know a lot of you guys are like, okay, how does her skin look so great? Rihanna has a thing. She says that you can't have great makeup if you don't have great skin. So you
Mm,
have to take care of that skin underneath the makeup because, and even Ella can attest to this, where we're on set for hours and under the lights in makeup. No, I will be on Monday. So make sure you tap the reminders. And thank you, Miriam. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And make sure that you're protecting your skin underneath. Sunscreen, SPF is a must. Make sure that you are exfoliating as well too.
mm.
Um, Cleansing your skin properly. There's utensils and devices out here that will help with that. Like my mom, she bought me a whole cleansing brush, and I can't remember where I put it, but I'm just like, oh my. Another thing I do as well too is I do the UV ray light mask. So the one that I would go for would be green because your skin is allergic to certain things. So the mask that I have, and I might have to bring it on the show Monday and show it to y'all. It's like a I call it the Jason mask. I call it
I
the
love
Jason
that.
but it's got the light inside of it, and I can use the button on the top in the forehead area and turn it to whatever color I want the light to be. So it can be cyan or like a blue, like about the color of my dress, or it can be green, it can be yellow, it can be white. Each light has a purpose to help your skin. And I know sometimes my skin will get oily, so I have a little bit of sensitive or combination skin. So I know even when I put on makeup, I'll start to sweat. I'll become oily and shiny. I'm just like, oh God, what can I use? Make sure you got yourself a good setting powder. Make sure that you have a good setting powder as well too, or as I would say, yes, a loose setting powder. And I would go with I, Black Radiance is a good one, and my shade would be Cocoa Kisses. So that's how it just looks so immaculate right now because everything is set. You go under the eyes, you go under the right here around your mouth, above the cupid's bow. So you want to target those spaces where you know that light is going to bounce off on your skin. So that's what setting powder basically does. It just knocks out some of the shines and flashbacks. So, hi, Cookie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We were just talking beauty a little bit, killing a little bit of time for my next interview here with Ella. Welcome, 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 welcome. And it's such a pleasure to have you here. We're talking makeup and skincare. We're talking a little bit on that
Yeah.
because Miriam, she got me started. But yes, you guys can go. Where do I get some of my makeup from? Go to Ulta, go to Sephora. Oh, thank you,
Thank
Cookie.
you.
Thank you. And I TJ Maxx, I stay in TJ Maxx. So you go to that beauty
Yeah.
aisle, you're gonna find a lot of serums. Ella, I go in there and I go crazy. I lose my mind because I'm just like, where do I begin? Because it's so much. It's so many
Yeah.
serums. It's so many face creams. It's so many eye masks. And that's another thing. A lot of celebs, you will see them before they go on the red carpet, they will have the gold eye mask under their eyes. And I think Jennifer Lopez, who is one of my beauty influences, she's just a beautiful woman altogether. Shout outs to her makeup artist. She even puts the mask under her eyes. And then they're going with the serum. It's a whole ritual that they
Yeah.
do before they apply the makeup. Oh, you said, can you see my nails?
That's
I like coffin
stunning.
shape, and it is time for a fill-in. It's time for a fill-in. But yes, for sure, for sure, for sure. Those are a few things and the places that you can go to shop if you're looking for affordable makeup. Um, Ulta, Sephora, I go to TJ Maxx. Um, I stay in CVS. So yes, I love drugstore makeup, and I head straight to either the Maybelline or the Revlon section
Mm.
directly, and I'm just like, okay, what do they have new? Let me get L'Oreal is another one of my favorites as well too. I love
I
L'Oreal.
love L'Oreal.
So I when I curl my eyelashes, because when I before I put on artificials, the falsies, the actual false lashes, um, I curl my eyelashes, and sometimes those eyelash curlers can pinch your eyelids. So be very
Yeah.
careful with. But I curl my lashes, and I've learned this from Molly Roncal, who is Beyonce, who's worked with Beyonce. She says that you curl your lashes before you put on any artificial lash, and then you go in with a mascara. And I use L'Oreal's Panorama mascara. I love the brush. It is everything for me. And as you can see, I'm wearing eyelashes today, but you can't really tell that I'm wearing them. It looks as if they're my own. That's the key thing. She said it's almost like a push up bra. So, what you want to do is basically curl it and then apply your eyelash. They also have the heat ones as well, too. So, those are just a little tips if you're looking for the perfect eyelashes to make those eyelashes look as if they're growing from your own eyes. That's a thing. So yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yes, I'm gonna stop there, fashion dolls. It is almost time for my next interview. We've covered all things beauty, all things film. So before we wrap, Ella, what advice would you give to young girls on Women's History Month, or young women that are watching both of us right now, currently?
I would say stand up for what you believe in. Don't let anyone try and push you to the back or tell you that you're not good enough for what you want to achieve, because if you put your mind to it, you can achieve anything, and you are equal. We are all equals, and you have the same rights as everybody else to your body.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I will close and add on to what Ella just said, but for the second interview, because we have Ellen coming up as well too, which is a woman's body should be a woman's choice. And we are liberated. We are in control
Mhm.
of our own destiny. We are in control of what we say, what we do, how we feel, how we dress, our style. As women, that's what makes us so significant is our style, and how we are able to just go to whatever category of fashion or
Yeah.
whatever it may, we stand out in any category and lane. And that's what I would close out the show with. So I'm going to bring Ella back. Fashion Dolls, this was so great chatting with you. All things beauty. The film is titled One Night in Rila.
We can hear you. You're just the photo's frozen.
And follow you and check you out.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was lagging a little bit then. I don't know why.
Make sure that you guys are following. It's lagging a little bit. What I'm going to do is update. I think it is YouTube, you guys. So make sure that you're following Ella. Make sure you guys check out the film One Night in Rila by Martin Nuza. Make sure you guys go and check that out as well too. Sometimes it lags, so I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but hopefully in the next hour we will get it together. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And make sure that you're following Ella. Check out the new single, New Music, which will be dropping. So make sure you guys go and
Mhm.
check that out as well. And I will see you all in the next hour, Fashion Dolls, with Ella Norden. So make sure you guys tune in.